Right here, this Meowdy shirt with a cat silhouette and a cowboy hat is doing on average about 9,151 in revenue. So this is a good design for us to try and recreate. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be recreating merch by Amazon designs that are succeeding right now inside of a free tool called Ideogram.ai. Now, as you can see, this tool is actually not only great at generating images, but also the text that go along with many best-selling designs that end up making us money on programs like Merch by Amazon, Etsy, and TeePublic. So essentially today I want to go over to Amazon. I want to try and find some best-selling designs that we can recreate in just a few minutes here together so that you can succeed in Q4 2023, because we all know that this is going to be the biggest shopping season yet. So if you're not in print on demand yet, you need to hop in now. You need to get started. And if you are in print on demand, now is the time to buckle down, get your designs ready, get them launched so that you're in the marketplace for the biggest shopping season of the year and probably that we've ever seen. And let's go ahead and look for some designs. So I put in a basic search term, funny animal shirt. Now let's take a look at this awesome Possum shirt here, right? So this should be something that would be harder to design in Midjourney, but this particular seller is actually generating about $1,000 monthly revenue, about 90 monthly sales, about 3 daily sales with this t-shirt, right? So let's see if we can generate this awesome Possum skateboarding, wearing sunglasses t-shirt here in Ideogram. All right, so I have a Possum riding a skateboard wearing sunglasses, vintage black and white style grunge with the words awesome Possum. Now we're gonna generate this. It's gonna come back with 4 different variations of this. So it generates pretty fast for something that you don't actually need to pay anything for. All right, it's generated. And guys, take a look at some of these results, particularly the second one here, awesome Possum. It actually spelled everything right. We have a possum. His tail is kind of becoming the skateboard. But overall, this design looks pretty good for about 30 seconds worth of typing in something and waiting for it to generate, right? So very powerful tool so far. The other ones didn't quite get the spelling right on everything. Looks like maybe this one here got pretty close, but then his hand kind of messed up the W and the E up here. But let's see what happens whenever we remix this. Let's see if we can maybe perhaps remix it and get a better result the second time around. So I'm gonna hit remix, and then it's gonna come up with the prompt again. It's gonna ask me if I'm gonna change anything and what the image weight should be. I'm going to make the image weight pretty heavy, and then I'm just gonna keep the same prompt. So I'm just gonna try and get a better result with what we already have. Wow, and just like that, we have basically the same design, but refined and a little bit easier, not only to read, but also the graphic was refined a little bit. I noticed with this particular one over here, he is standing a little stranger on the skateboard. It's a little weird angle, but the skateboard is no longer his tail. You can also see the actual word clearer. If you get a design that you like, but you want to refine it a little bit, keep trying to remix it. Some of these other ones here look pretty good too. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with our very first design that we generated. Let's go see if we can find some more best-selling designs on Amazon using Jungle Scout. All right, so I want to use this one as an example right here. My favorite childhood memory is my back not hurting. Now, in this example, this is just a plain text design, which we know works, right? We can see it right here. Amazon's telling us 300 bought in the past month. And then down here, Jungle Scout is actually telling us the revenue as well. So 255 monthly sales, 8 daily sales on average. However, what would happen if we took this same quote that's working as a plain text design and just did typography over on Ideogram? Let's go check it out now and see what we can make. So in this case, I typed in my favorite childhood memory is my back not hurting, right? That's the design we saw on Amazon. I'm going to select typography. I could also probably just include typography style in the prompt. However, I'm just going to select it here, make things easy. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm really excited to see what we get back. It didn't generate the results that we were looking for. A couple of them were actually product mock-ups, which is very interesting. One was a sign, one was on a t-shirt. However, I think that perhaps the text itself might have been a little bit too long, so it kind of got cut off in most of the designs. So that didn't work out the best. So in this case, I'm going to try a shorter text-based design. Everyone knows the I like cats and like 3 people. I'm gonna change the dimension to 10 by 16, see what kind of results we get here, and I'm gonna hit enter. So again, a lot of these designs actually got truncated in terms of not giving us the full message. Here we have I like cats and I like people, I like cats and like people. Not exactly what we were looking for, so you may need to do several rounds of generations to actually get some of these higher quality outputs. All right, and finally we've got don't worry, be cappy. And we have a capybara sitting in a spa type, like sauna type bubble bath, and he's got a rubber duck on his head. So that's very specific. Let's see if Ideogram can help us recreate this design. But first, let's see how well it's doing. 60 monthly sales, 1 daily sale, 1 to 2 daily sales on average. Not the craziest design in the world, but I wanted to see if we could recreate this. I'm even gonna try and put the retro sunset background behind it as well. All right, so we have a capybara soaking in a hot tub, meditating with eyes closed, rubber deck on his head, retro sunset striped background, and the words don't worry, be cappy. I think that about covers it. All right, and this was the first generation. Now, these aren't really the best, not exactly what we were looking for, but let's try and remix it, see if we can refine this a little bit more. I'm gonna put an image weight of 4 this time, and then I'm going to hit enter. Not too bad. This was the best one that it came back with on the remix. Let's go ahead and see if we can find another Merch by Amazon design, because I'm having way too much fun creating these, and I'm definitely going to want to upload many of these to Merch by Amazon, and I'll have to get back to you on the results. So far, I can say that about 50% of my print-on-demand designs at the moment are coming from AI generated images. Now, usually I'm adding text to that, I'm adding some sort of background to it to enhance it, but more and more so, especially as technology like this comes out, more of my catalog is going to be shifted towards AI generated images. Now, of course, I'm still going to make my own. I'm still going to use Creative Fabrica, and I'm still going to pay designers to help me whenever I have very specific things that I want made. However, tools like this, especially free tools, are paramount for anyone getting started in print on demand. Let's go over to Amazon. Let's find another winning design. Right here, this Meowdy shirt with a cat silhouette and a cowboy hat is doing on average 12 daily sales, 458 monthly sales, and about 9,151 in revenue. So this is a good design for us to try and recreate. I have a good feeling that we're going to get spot on with this one, but we won't know until we try it, so let's go check it out. Cat silhouette wearing a cowboy hat, yellow eyes, pink nose, intense stare, the words Meowdy. Now let's generate and let's see what we get back. And there we go. There's some pretty good designs. This one's my favorite. I think that this one would do very well. Go ahead and download this one. And let's see what happens if we were to remix this one more time. Let's see if we can get some more refined details. This time it kept the base image. However, it added some stylization in there, a little bit of stylization on the hat, some more on the face, and some grunge texture on some of these. This one in particular, the facial expression I feel like is closer towards what we're looking for with that kind of like stare. So you, again, might just need to do a few generations, a few remixes. I also like how the text slightly dips below the hat on this design, so I feel like this is our winner in particular. We've got some sort of artifacts coming up down here at the bottom that we aren't really wanting to show up, so we would need to crop this. And then the next plan of action would be to take this over to Canva, actually remove the background from it, and then we would take it over to something like Merch by Amazon or a print-on-demand partner like Printify, and we would upload it there, put it on the marketplace for sale, and see how it does. Now again, guys, I'm starting to implement more and more AI art into my workflow, so I'd love to hear how you're going to use Ideogram. What are you creating? How is it working for you? What questions do you have? Leave a comment below. Promise that I'll respond as quickly as I can. If you want to take your print-on-demand business to the next level, if you want more access to me, be sure to join the free Facebook print-on-demand mastermind group that I've put together. I will be sure to answer any questions that you put in that group, and I'll also be sure that the other members that are on all different walks of their journey, different areas of their journey, will be able to help you as well. It's all about print-on-demand strategies, case studies, and even free design elements and useful product research that I'm not going to be sharing here on YouTube. So if you want that exclusive free content, be sure to join the Facebook group below. I promise it'll be worth your time. Have an amazing day, create something awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.